Hello again, this is Nigel from Mad About Animals. In this session, I'd like to talk about why people go vegan, why people stay vegan. Obviously, there are lots and lots of reasons why people go vegan. Lots of people have their own story about how they saw the light, how they saw that veganism was the right way. But generally speaking, these can all be put into one of three categories. There are people who go vegan for health reasons, and this could be that they're overweight or they're fighting some disease or they just want to be healthier in general. There are people who go vegan for the environment. So they see the impact that animal agriculture is having on climate and they decide that they need to do something about it. And then there are people who go vegan for the animals, for the ethics. They see what's happening to animals in animal agriculture, etc. And they just don't feel that that's an ethical way to treat animals. Obviously, you can go vegan for any one or all three or any combination of these reasons, but essentially those are the three major categories that I've come across in the time that I've been doing activism. Fundamentally, it doesn't matter why you go vegan, so long as you're vegan and so long as you stay vegan. Now, if you're vegan for the animals, if you're vegan for ethics, then I think you've got a much higher chance of staying vegan. You've got a much higher chance of promoting veganism. Let me explain why. Someone who goes vegan for the environment, for example, if you're vegan for the environment, then you might view leather as not really impacting on the environment. It does, but you might view it as not having a major impact on the environment. Certainly something like riding horses doesn't really impact the environment. So you might be a vegan, call yourself a vegan, but you ride horses or you wear leather. Riding horses and wearing leather still impacts on animals. It's still animal abuse. So you're not really vegan. If you're vegan for health reasons and you discover that there's a certain type of meat, a certain type of animal that isn't actually too bad for you, then you might start eating that animal. With either environment or health vegans, I think there's also much bigger chance of having a cheat day. If you're vegan for health or you're vegan for the environment, you might think, oh, I'll just have a chicken today. I'll just have a chicken sandwich. Just one, just once, just one every few months. What harm's it going to do? Well, for the environment and for your health, in all honesty, minimal impact. If you just have one chicken sandwich once every few months. But for the chicken you've eaten, that's their life. That chicken has died for you to have that chicken sandwich. It's not a complicated concept. Also, I'm a great believer in science. I love everything scientific and technology based. And I genuinely believe that science and technology are coming on leaps and bounds. So let's talk about climate change. So in terms of climate change, I think that we are going to solve it. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but at some point in the very near future, science and technology will develop ways of combating climate change. And one of those will be undoubtedly making animal agriculture more environmentally friendly. So if all of a sudden some new technology, some new way of keeping cows comes about that has a minimal impact on the environment, or maybe even no impact on the environment at all, well, I'll eat those cows because they're not harming the environment. What harm's it done? Similarly, if you're vegan for health reasons and they develop a type of meat, type of animal protein that isn't so bad for you, or maybe even beneficial for you, then again, you're going to start eating that meat. What reason would you have not to? So when I look at people who are vegan for health reasons, yeah, they're great vegans. They might not stay vegan. When I look at people that are vegan for the environment, yeah, it's great that they're vegan, but they might not stay vegan. And it's true, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to deny it. It's true that some people who start off being vegan for the environment or vegan for the health reasons do eventually see the ethics side of it and then they become vegan for ethics as well. And those sorts of people would not have cheat days, would not go back to eating animals and that sort of thing. But if we advocate for veganism, I think we should always, always, always advocate on the ethics. I don't think we should ever advocate in terms of the environment or the health. And here's why. What other form of oppression would you advocate for? Talking mostly about a great byproduct. So if you were advocating for the abolition of slavery, you wouldn't say, oh, it's great for the environment. Who would do that? If we went marching on the streets saying slavery is wrong, sexism is wrong, homophobia is wrong because it's bad for the environment, we'd get laughed out of town. Slavery is wrong, homophobia is wrong, sexism is wrong, because they are oppressing those people, those groups of people that are affected by that, those people of color, females, homosexuals, whatever the group is. We don't need to talk about it being better for our health or being better for the environment. We need to talk about stopping the oppression. So, for example, if you were telling someone that ethically it was wrong to rape, you would always talk about the ethics. You wouldn't talk about the health implications. You would never say to a rapist, you shouldn't rape because you might get a sexually transmitted infection. Of course, if you do rape, you might get a sexually transmitted infection. So not raping protects you from getting a sexually transmitted infection. But that's not why you shouldn't rape. Because you know what? As soon as a rapist discovers condoms, they're going to rape again. If that's all that's stopping them being a rapist, they are going to rape again. They'll just put a condom on first. You should use the morals and the ethics to stop oppression, not wonderful byproducts. The byproduct of going vegan is it's great for the environment and it's great for your health, but that's not why you go vegan. It's just a wonderful byproduct. It's just a wonderful thing that just happens to come along with you going vegan. You go vegan for the ethics. You go vegan because animal oppression of any kind, is morally, ethically wrong. Stop it. People who are vegan for ethics, who are vegan for the animals, they don't have cheat days. They don't doubt their conviction. They don't say, well, I'll just have that chicken sandwich once a month. Oh, well, I'll just wear leather because that's not too bad for my health, is it? I'll just ride horses. Because actually, riding horses is good for the environment and it's good for my health. Riding bikes is good for the environment, good for your health, and it's vegan. I've been Nigel from Mad About Animals. If you found this informative or enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe, and click on the bell to be informed when more videos are released. Thank you.